everybody. Just hanging around a wee bit just to see if anybody will come online. Feeling a little overdressed in my floral number here. I was supposed to go to the gym this morning, but I had a bout of insomnia last night. So when I'm tired, I don't particularly feel the need to go and kill myself in the gym. So I had an extra hour in bed this morning. And apart from that, I did legs yesterday and my legs are a bit sore, so I thought I'd give myself a bit of a break. Today, I am going to be talking to you about smoothies. I'd love to see if anyone's going to come on first before I start. It's a lovely day in Wellington. A bit cloudy, but sunny. Okay, well no one's coming on right now, so I'm just going to start anyway. So I'm going to talk about smoothies today, and the reason why is because when I did my breakfast live that I did a couple of weeks ago, somebody asked me about smoothies and what to put into smoothies for breakfast. So I'm going to tell you what I put in my smoothies. So I consider there's two different kinds of smoothie. There's your snack smoothie and there's your meal smoothie. Okay, so I put slightly different things in each one. So we could start with the meal smoothie. So if you were going to have a smoothie for breakfast, right? This is what I would do. So that would be a meal. So I go back and I find some protein, all right? So I'm going to use 2 scoops of this, which I feel is enough for a meal. If you're a man, it could be a wee bit more, but I'm a small woman, so 2 scoops of this is enough protein for me for a meal. Because you've always got to think carbohydrates, proteins, and fats at every single meal. All right, you want to think, well, what carbs can I put in there that's going to give me some energy? Because if you don't put the carbs in there, you're not going to have enough energy. All right, so I shove in, oh, the sun's no good, is it? Oh no. Anyway, so I shove in some oats, all right? Maybe a third of a cup of oats, and that grinds up really nicely. You might get little bits in there, but it's only little bits. So that's your slow burning carb, going to give you lots of energy. I also put in fruit. So fruit, once again, is a carb. So you've got here high maureen, blueberries, and this is how I keep my blueberries. I keep frozen blueberries in the freezer, and it's just so easy to add them. You can eat them frozen from the packet, or you can defrost them in a few minutes, or you can chuck them into your smoothies. Hi Anita. It's so much better when there's somebody here to talk to. I hate talking to myself. Anyway, so about 2/3 of a cup of blueberries I would put in something that are a darn good shake. Now I try to make my smoothies as power packed as possible. So I put in about half a teaspoon to a teaspoon of maca powder. Now this is considered to be a superfood that was eaten by, was it the Aztecs? South Americans anyway, for centuries. It's supposed to give you a good mood, stamina, and it's supposed to be very, very good for hormonal balance in midlife women. And the other thing it's supposed to do is increase your libido. So pack it as it is. The other thing I put in is cacao powder, okay, which is like your raw form of cocoa, which has many antioxidants in it. So I'm not one for measuring. I'm a bit of a shaker in. Hi Lena, nice to see you. So I just put in a shake of this, and it makes it a wee bit chocolatey, but it's got lots and lots of antioxidants and really good stuff in there for you. And this is also how I make my smoothies very, very power packed. I put in matcha tea. Now this has got more antioxidants in it than normal green tea. It has, as you can see here, 149 times the amount. So this stuff's like amazing for you. And I just put in like half a teaspoon into my smoothie. So we want some good fats in there as well. So I tend to use chia seeds. Now these are full of fiber, okay, as well as fat. And these are also considered to be a form of superfood. So these are really good for you, okay? If you leave your smoothie for a while with these in it, it will make your smoothie go quite thick because they're kind of that fiber that goes into a jelly kind of form. So I don't particularly like it when it's like that. So I will use chia seeds sprinkled onto salads or vegetables or in my smoothie. Now, some people like to put in things like bananas. That's all good. And I wanted to show you this. This is baby kale. All right, so a lot of the time I'll put in baby kale or I'll put in spinach, just a handful, something like that. Now that's got a lot of calcium, a lot of iron, some really great vitamins in there, folate, and fiber. We like a lot of fiber in our diet. Okay. So, and I did mention before when I did the breakfast thing that you can get extra fiber to put in, like psyllium husk or ground linseeds or something like that. You could in theory put that in as well if you felt that you needed to up your fiber intake. So that is quite a good smoothie put together for a meal. And then I always use my almond milk. A lot of people might use water, they might use normal milk, but we don't have a lot of normal milk in this house. So I use that or water. Sorry about that. Oh no, how do I turn that off? Hang on. I can't, can I do it? Sorry guys, back again. That was a bit of an interruption, wasn't it? So, you know, for a meal smoothie, you want to have more in there. So I think where a lot of people fall down with their smoothies is they pack loads of fruit in there. Okay, and maybe if they put any in protein powders, a lot of the time people are just putting in heaps and heaps of fruit and maybe some milk or some water, that kind of thing. And that's not enough to sustain you because fruit is a carbohydrate. It's going to break down in your body into sugar, and then that will spike your insulin levels. And it won't be shortly after that. It'll be shortly after that that you're hungry again, and then you're craving some more carbs. So when it comes to snack time for a smoothie, I would use only about 1 scoop of the protein powder for me. I mean, obviously, if you're a much bigger person or you're much skinnier or you have different needs because you're a sports person or something like that, you'll have more. But for me, it's 1 scoop. And then I will add in, you know, all the other things that I talked about there. Hi, John. Oh, nice to see you. Put in all the other things as well. So when you put your smoothie together, don't just think lots and lots of fruit and maybe some milk. You want to think, where's my protein coming from? How am I getting protein into that smoothie? Where are my carbs coming from? So is that going to be fruit, or is that going to be a combination of fruit and maybe oats or something like that? And that's going to give you that sustained energy. And you want your fats in there. So that could be seeds, nuts. It could be your dairy milk if that's what you're using. So yes, that's your smoothies. Oh, and I forgot to say, yes, this is what I use for a smoothie. A great big jobby like this, which is great in the house. You don't actually, I don't feel like you need a NutriBullet. I think NutriBullets are good for when you want to take something to work or you're traveling, that kind of thing. But I think they're just a wee bit of a gimmick, to be honest, and you can't actually get a lot in them. Whereas if you have something like that, you could make a smoothie for 2 or 3 people in that. So I hope that's been helpful. Does anyone have any questions about smoothies or anything to do with the ingredients that I've talked about here today? The sun again. Maybe not. Oh, thanks, Anita. That's really nice of you to say so. That's really nice. Stuck between the sun and the shade. Anyway, so that was your little bit of education for the day, and I hope that's been useful for you. Okay, see you later. Bye.